Welcome to UK Business Show, UK's premier business show where we feature business thought leaders, high achievers, and industry experts. Today's episode is brought to you by World Outsourcing Solutions Limited, a company that specializes in helping executive business owners with virtual assistant services and business growth systems. Here's your host, Yukai Kechidori.
And on the show, I have a very special guest, Joseph Meuse. Joseph is an incredible man. He's going to be showing you how to navigate from the pandemic, from what is currently going on right now, into where you want to be. Let me ask you a question. Have you caught yourself wondering, how are you going to get yourself out of this difficult? Well, if you have, you are in the right place because Joseph has designed what we call the business GPS. Joseph, thanks again for joining us on the show.
Thank you for having me. My pleasure to be here.
Incredible. Joseph, I know you've helped over 2,000 businesses to date, and you are excited to be sharing that knowledge which you've amassed over the years with our audience. Now, for those who haven't worked with you before, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Sure. I'm a lifelong entrepreneur. I started my first business when I was 19, and now I'm 50. So for 31 years, I've been going through a lot of the lessons and building and experiences that an entrepreneur goes through. And in the last 7 years, I started back in 2013, Business GPS, with a really unique concept to take some of the knowledge that I had learned in that journey to other businesses. And what I realized, Yoki, was that there's a lot to learn out there online in textbooks and school about how to read financial statements and how to go get customers and how to build a website. All things focused on growing the business in a nice organized fashion. But there's no textbook out there for what to do when the walls are collapsing. And some people think, well, I can call my attorney, and your attorney's probably going to tell you, hey, don't worry, if you get into trouble, then I'll represent you in court. And you can go talk to your accountant. And your accountant might say something like, hey, you should get more revenue. You should cut your expenses. But beyond that, those are very limited pieces of advice. How do you practically fight through every day when it feels like the walls are collapsing? The reality of, hey, listen, all that sounds good, but I don't have enough money for my.
Thank you for listening to UK Business Show. We will be back to bring you more episodes with success stories and advice straight from the experts. Want more? Check out www.ukbusinessshow.com. Get your free trial of our virtual assistant service today. Just visit www.worldoutsourcingsolutions.com. Quote WOS18 or send us an email at support@worldoutsourcingsolutions.com.